Keto Blueberry Bread. Keto Blueberry Bread is not only for breakfast, it's just as good for an afternoon treat or a dessert at the end of the day. Ingredients: 2½ cups Wholesome Yum Blanched almond flour, 1/2 cup Besti monk fruit allulose blend, half a tablespoon baking powder, half a teaspoon xanthan gum, optional, but recommended for structure, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt, 1/3 cup unsweetened almond milk, 1/3 cup butter, melted. Use coconut oil for dairy-free option, 3 large eggs, at room temperature. Half a teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 medium lemon, juiced and zested. Use 1 tablespoon zest and 1 tablespoon juice. 3/4 cup blueberries, 1/3 cup Besti powdered monk fruit allulose blend. Directions: preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 176 degrees Celsius. Line a 8x4 loaf pan with parchment paper, with the paper hanging over at least the 2 long sides. In a large bowl, stir together the dry ingredients, almond flour, sweetener, baking powder, xanthan gum, if using, and sea salt. Stir in the almond milk, melted butter, eggs, and vanilla, until smooth. Stir in the lemon zest, no juice. Fold in the blueberries. Transfer the batter into the lined loaf pan. Press evenly to make a smooth top. Bake for 40 minutes. Tent the top with foil, then continue baking for 10 to 15 minutes, until an inserted toothpick comes out clean. Let the bread cool completely before moving out of the pan. In a small bowl, make the glaze by whisking together 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 15 milliliters, and powdered sweetener. If glaze is too runny, add more sweetener a bit at a time until you get the consistency you want. Once the bread has cooled, drizzle the lemon glaze over it. Instruction: mix dry ingredients. In a large bowl, stir together almond flour, Besti monk fruit allulose blend, baking powder, xanthan gum, and sea salt. Add wet ingredients. In a large bowl, stir in almond milk, melted butter, eggs, and vanilla, until smooth. Stir in lemon zest, no juice, and fold in blueberries. Tip: stir in the eggs and almond milk before adding the melted butter, so that any temperature changes don't shock the butter. Room temperature eggs are even better. Mix dry and wet ingredients. Transfer batter to a lined loaf pan. Smooth out the top. Tip: the batter will be somewhat thick, not pourable, which is normal. You'll want to round the top slightly before baking since it only rises a little. Bake the almond flour lemon blueberry bread. Bake for 40 minutes first, then tent with foil and bake another 10 to 15 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean. Tip: let the bread cool before adding glaze. Otherwise, it can soak into the warm bread. Make keto blueberry bread glaze. In a small bowl, whisk together lemon juice and powdered Besti monk fruit sweetener. Tip: you can adjust consistency of the glaze by adding more sweetener if it's too thin or more lemon juice if it's too thick. Drizzle lemon glaze over the bread. You can add as much or as little as you like. The recipe makes a generous amount. Click the link in the description for more delicious recipes like this.